I want to unlock all 700 achievements in Halo the Master Chief Collection. The problem is, I'm starting from zero. My achievement journey, like many others, started all the way back in Christmas 2007 with Halo 3. Having never played online games on my PS2, Halo 3 was my first real multiplayer experience. I'd never had so much fun with a single game before. Just 2 weeks after Christmas, I had only one achievement left to unlock. By the 2nd of February 2008, Halo 3 became the first game I'd ever completed. It would take another 10 months before I completed a second game. It's safe to say, I couldn't put Halo down. 19 years later, I've played rather a lot of Halo. So much, in fact, I've unlocked every achievement in the entire franchise. Yes, that does include MCC, although it did take me 8.5 years. You would think, after so much Halo, that finally finishing this series would feel incredible. But at the time, there was no talk of a future Halo game. The games that shaped my entire Xbox experience could be over forever. But I wasn't done yet. Unwilling to let it end, my friend Flex and I spent the next year trying to convince another friend, Scrubbits, to install MCC. To say he was reluctant would be an understatement. He's a completionist. If he starts a game, he finishes it. With 700 achievements, hundreds of hours required, and an estimated difficulty of 8.5 out of 10, he thought his time would be much better spent elsewhere. But to our surprise, on the 24th of June 2024, he sent us a picture of him installing the game. Now, we assumed this was just a tease, but 4 days later, our journey began.
What is this monitor resolution? That looks like it's 720p or something.
Oh, achievement.
Achievement.
Alright, later lad.
MCC originally launched with 450 achievements across Halo 1, 2, 3 and 4. Over the years, Reach and ODST were also added to the game, bringing the total to a staggering 700 achievements. This list encompasses completing every legendary speedrun, every LASO playlist, hunting down hundreds of collectibles, and even cleaning up dozens of multiplayer achievements. It is an enormous challenge. Because of that, each episode will cover multiple Halo games at once. To make things easier to follow, I'll include a table of contents in the description so you can jump to whichever section interests you most. We began our journey with a Halo 3 heroic playthrough, simply because we didn't want Scrubbits to instantly regret his decision to install the game.
Co-op level on heroic, we're so sick.
Walking Sims
Jesus.
the rest of you.
I got 3 achievements already.
The plan was simple: collect every skull and terminal while knocking out as many par times, par scores and miscellaneous achievements as possible along the way. We grabbed our first skull almost immediately, and I then proceeded to do what I do best.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, did we all get that?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Off and start. Okay, well I got first dash.
Which, to nobody's surprise, became something of a recurring theme.
Off and start.
Despite my best efforts to sabotage the run, we actually flew through heroic, with achievements popping almost constantly. We hit our first setback right at the end of Savo Highway, when a squad wipe resulted in us being sent back almost half a level.
I'm fucked too.
Yeah, at the same time. You're lost in the moment. Oh.
Oh no,
I just got one bang.
that's our first death, I guess. Oh no!
Thankfully, deaths were a rarity during this first run. Well, apart from mine, of course. Although our allies seemed determined to help the Covenant every now and then,
Jesus.
it seemed the biggest threat of all was ourselves. Scrubbits and I in particular took great pleasure in attempting to kill each other pretty much whenever we got the chance.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got invincibility, you fucking goose.
That was fucking awesome. No!
Good shit on.
By the end of our first evening, our heroic run was complete. After going back to pick up the last skull and terminal we'd missed, we were already up to 65 achievements unlocked, and we were only just getting started. Next up was Halo 4, also on heroic difficulty. I'm still not entirely sure why we picked Halo 4 next, but the run ended up feeling rather similar to Halo 3.
Yeah, to be honest, when I did Halo 4, a lot of the skips asked me just for the floor.
I saw it.
Well,
Looked like an
the
intentional
skips weren't
skip.
hard to do. For fuck's sake!
Did someone die? Yeah, can't shit.
The campaign itself was fairly straightforward. Heroic just isn't difficult enough to create many memorable moments, but the achievements certainly kept coming. Halfway through this campaign, Grifball returned as the featured matchmaking playlist. Now this was an opportunity we couldn't pass up. One achievement requires you to earn 100 legendary medals in matchmaking, something that can be a real pain to boost, and even worse to try and obtain legitimately. Things like Killionaires and Perfections both count as legendary medals, but fortunately so do Exterminations. An Extermination is awarded for wiping out an entire enemy team with at least an overkill before any of them respawn. Grifball made it very quick and easy to trade out Exterminations, Killing Sprees and Killjoys between ourselves, so we knocked all of these out in one sitting. With the Grifball grind out of the way, we wrapped up Halo 4 Heroic and, with that, our achievement total climbed into triple figures. It was at this point we decided to tackle our first LASO campaign. LASO, short for Legendary All Skulls On, tasks you with beating the game's hardest difficulty with every gameplay modifying skull enabled. These skulls make the game brutally unforgiving. Ammo's reduced, your HUD is disabled, and enemies are stronger and tougher, which means even grunts can be absolutely terrifying at times.
Whoa.
I just hit him 7 times, man!
Now if this wasn't enough, your weapon and crosshair are invisible, you can only recharge your shields with melee attacks, and one mistake can send your entire team back to the last checkpoint. The first level of ODST is Tayari Plaza, which we breezed through until we got to the final section. Unfortunately, the catch skull was making this area stickier than the socks in 13-year-old me's laundry hamper.
No, I died. How? The grenade was...
It's just sticky, mate.
No, it was outside on my screen.
The high ground, basically.
Oh, I got sniped.
Whilst the Jackals were hitting their shots, I most definitely was not. I will find out a bit later on this wasn't entirely my fault, honestly. We do finally reach the end trigger for this level, clocking in the time of 25:32.
Dutch, that's you.
Uplift Reserve marked the beginning of Scrubbits and I's spectator era, with Flex telling us to sit in a corner whilst he works his magic. We simply post ourselves on a rock whilst he grabs a vehicle and skip through the level. If only every level was this quick.
Mission done.
GG's. 3 minutes.
Kazingo Boulevard was where I finally realised why my aim had been even more atrocious than
Why don't
normal.
you just change it to center? No, but like in game.
The blind skull removes your crosshair, so I'd enabled a custom one on my monitor to compensate. What I didn't realise was that ODST uses a lowered crosshair by default, for reasons known only to Bungie. That meant that for 2 entire levels, I was using a crosshair which was actually aiming a few inches above every enemy I was shooting at. Scrubbits and I once again made ourselves useful, whilst Flex used a tank to clear the first area.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I look to the left and I see a blue ball coming in my face.
Oh. Not
I
blue.
love when that happens.
As with most tank sections in Halo games, hordes of enemy vehicles and infantry were being thrown at us, which was particularly painful for myself and Scrubbits who were stuck on foot.
Oh, I got road killed by a ghost. Sorry.
The final section of this level was swamped with enemy wraiths, so whilst the guys took them on head on, I made myself useful.
I beggeth.
I also embarrassingly popped an achievement for hitting 3 headshots in a row here, but I decided not to share that information with my teammates as I imagined it would probably result in me being kicked from the team. Our longest level so far, this one clocked in at just under 40 minutes. Only Alpha Site starts with a defense section against both wraiths and enemies, but you get gifted plenty of fun things like Spartan lasers, so this is relatively easy. Upon going inside and reaching the atrium, we then had to defend ourselves against waves of brutes, which didn't go quite as smoothly as the intro.
I'm actually so elite, it's not even funny. I just had to say that, didn't I? Right as well? Oh.
Why is this fucking...
Did you just get off the map? Okay, cool.
The level finishes with you clearing the roof of enemies before escaping. Now, I think I died so much that I kind of forgot to record most of this level, but this hammer guy on the roof made our life an absolute misery.
Let's go.
Shit on. Easy, first try.
Yeah. Super easy level.
NMPD HQ was a welcome break from the stress of the previous level. When I wasn't stealing Flex's kills to replenish my own shield, he was often found playing Kiss Chase with grunts.
Stop running, you fucking gay. I'm trying to punch you.
We only died a handful of times during this level, most notably when Scrubbits couldn't believe he got stuck whilst literally standing still.
What?
My AI teammates also took a disliking to me and decided to ruin my day. The end section of this level was mainly spent killing banshees with missile pods and clearing some enemy waves, but it was nothing to write home about.
Ah,
Nice.
first try.
Kikowani Station was another truly miserable experience. The bulk of this level is spent in banshees, a prospect that probably sounds wonderful for a Halo game. Unfortunately, banshees absolutely suck on ODST LASO. They do barely any damage and they get destroyed in seconds.
Doors open, I'll go first.
Oh, for fuck's
Whoa.
sake.
That teleport was something.
Piss. Sabotage. Definitely.
I'm dead again. Like, this one sucks, dude. 2 banshees on me.
After struggling through the Banshee section, you eventually reach an area where a door jams and you need to proceed on foot. Things go from bad to worse here, as the whole area is infested with invisible brews, as if things aren't already hard enough.
I was head glitching the stairs and he just brute shotted me right in the...
No! No! Ah! I'm dead. No! No! Not me!
See ya.
Nice.
With the brutes dead, Scrubbits and I press a button to unjam the door, before making ourselves useful once again.
Jesus, the banshee's fucking me.
Effigy's someone as well.
What? No.
I have it on camera.
With the level then ending after another short Banshee section.
I was about to my wrists.
Got negative score for that mission.
Ah,
No, it's because we got so much, it actually reset back to 0.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
It's like Tetris.
Data Hive was the penultimate mission of this LASO run, and largely comprised of both close quarters combat and far too many drones.
Buggers, down on your level.
Buggers.
Buggers.
They're up here.
The majority of this mission was relatively smooth,
I died.
but it did also serve as evidence of Flex's slow spiral into insanity. Upon successfully traversing this bridge full of enemies, you drop down into a room filled with sleeping drones. Unfortunately, our AI teammates decided it would be funny to constantly shoot and alert the drones, or grenade and kill us, sending us all the way back to the start of the bridge.
which fucking just... The AI fucking teammate, I just watched him nade me twice! Just run straight into this hallway.
About this asset. Feel free to fill me in whenever.
You know.
They alerted. Oh, he naded you. No way.
First note hit me. Amazing naded us. You fucking twat. We did eventually survive our teammates' assaults just long enough to escort the engineer to the elevator, setting us up nicely for the very last mission of the game.
Come on.
Engineers here. Let's go. Oh, nice.
Thank fuck, man.
Yeah, that was more annoying than it should have been. Thanks to teammates.
It is the second hardest level though.
Coastal Highway is ODST's final level and, on LASO, made all of us want to uninstall the game. On paper this level shouldn't be particularly difficult, but in reality this took us forever. The highway split into sections, with doors not opening until the painfully slow moving elephant reaches it. Once the doors do open, you're often gifted with a horde of drones for your troubles.
I just got one shot by a fuel rod.
Fuck.
We should probably dodge those.
It smacked you, bitch.
Jesus.
Upon finally making it through the section, Flex wanted to try and smuggle a tank into the final area. For once, it was him that failed miserably, and we decided to just do this au naturel instead.
Oh, I'm getting fucked up. Oh.
It didn't take long for Flex to decide he wanted to try the smuggle again, so we suicided to reverse our checkpoint and tried once more.
Drive onto the tank. Actually, no, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Rookie, head down the off-ramp, middle of the highway.
Okay, I need a car, apparently.
Need to get off this road, trooper.
Brother.
Failing even worse than before, we finally admitted defeat, clearing the hunters and brutes the old-fashioned way instead. With the enemies all dead, we're picked up in a phantom and the level ends, and after sitting through the final cutscenes, the first of 6 LASO campaigns was officially complete.
Well, we don't need to watch the rest, do we?
I popped something. Safety not guaranteed. Lasso.
Ah.
In the end, our LASO run clocked in at just over 5 hours and 15 minutes, and between us we died a total of 193 times, although I was probably responsible for about 180 of those. We wanted to mop up the remaining ODST achievements, but decided that we needed a short break first, so we opted to do our Halo 3 Legendary Speedrun at this point. Unlike Halo 1 and 2, which are limited to 2 players and generally very difficult, Halo 3's Legendary Speedrun is extremely forgiving, meaning that Scrubbits and myself could go back to our usual shithousery, while Flex remained the productive one.
Oh god, explosions, yep.
Whilst this run was forgiving, it wasn't entirely free. Enemies do still deal a lot of damage on Legendary,
Oh god, it
That's the
killed me too.
worst RNG I've seen in my life.
so we did try to perform the odd skip where possible just to build up a bit of a buffer. We did suffer the occasional squad wipe which cost us some time, but more often than not, 2 of us managed to draw enough enemy fire for the 3rd to get through unscathed. Despite this, Flex still had his moments of anger.
Cheers! Fucking AI teammate just walked in front of my explosive turret and it made me kill myself.
One picture if you want.
Nah.
But he did also occasionally join in with the team killing. Unfortunately for him, he started a fight with an expert.
I heard the invincibility, I already knew what time it was.
We had a particularly miserable time on the last level, Halo, with the driving section seeming set on ruining our speedrun time.
Drifting. Oh.
No.
Since when does that one go?
This is going well.
I'm gonna stare out my kitchen window for 5 minutes after this one. What did I just randomly do a backflip from? It launched me off. Alright, have a good time, sir. Fucking hell.
You got this, man.
Should have gotten this about 25 minutes ago.
No.
Oh, that one's your fault. it put...
Floor it, right into the hangar.
Hooray! Absolute misery.
We did this run over 2 sittings, clocking a final time of 2 hours, 18 minutes and 47 seconds. My achievement didn't pop right away after finishing the last level, but upon loading up Sierra 117 and killing Scrubbits, it finally unlocked. Definitely makes sense.
That did it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, killing you pops up. Sorted.
Nice.
Ignoring LASO, we had just a few Halo 3 achievements left, so we finished off a couple of part-times to mop the game up. I had a few achievements not unlocked here, but my final count at this point was 149. We'd put off ODST for as long as we could, so it was time to return to it and unlock our remaining achievements.
Also master at work.
Bruising for a bruising.
Yeah, nah, it's not master at work, mate.
Our approach here was to start by grabbing all of the collectibles before mopping up any miscellaneous achievements, and ending with us doing our legendary 3-hour speedrun. There were 30 audio logs to find in Mombasa streets, with each one having its own achievement. A little bit overkill, but we'll happily inflate our numbers. As if this wasn't enough, there were also a number of clues to find and interact with as well. With the collectibles out of the way, we then flew through the missions and knocked out all the remaining par times and par scores, making sure to grab any miscellaneous achievements along the way. I think Scrubbits and I killed each other more times than the enemies during this session.
Oh god. Oh fucking hell.
With Flex finally cracking and telling us off in the final level.
Okay, let's end our team killing sessions here.
Alright. Oh.
It was probably warranted, but still, what a spoil sport. And to finish things off, we then got our legendary 3-hour speedrun done. There wasn't much to show at this point. After the LASO struggle, regular legendary felt pretty easy. And with only 8 missions on ODST, it didn't take long at all. We decided to skip replaying Uplift Reserve entirely, given how fast we did it on our LASO run, and we also avoided Data Hive, purely because we had more than enough time to spare, and well, the level just sucks. Our legendary run ended up clocking in around 1 hour and 52 minutes, but if we'd replayed Data Hive, it would have easily ended up being under an hour and a half. With Halo 3 ODST finally done, it felt like the perfect place to end the first part of our MCC journey. In our first 2 weeks, we'd already unlocked 213 achievements, and fully completed our first game. But unfortunately, the real challenge was only just beginning. Next time, we'd be taking on Halo 3 LASO.